Can you not just like cry in the background while I'm trying to film? Thanks. Hello and welcome to Entertainment Deprived Vlogging, where you can procrastinate by watching my videos unless you are a millennial. Then you need to be working, you lazy piece of crap. Being a millennial is an interesting experience. You're broke, you're depressed, you probably have college debt, and your only source of happiness is laughing at memes on the internet. Also, everyone older than you hates you for no reason. Last summer, I was trying to explain memes to my mom, which that's a whole other story, but I stumbled across this article from Inc. Inc. is a magazine that is geared toward, like, small businesses. The article is called Why Understanding Millennial Humor is Well Worth Every Leader's Time, and it honestly reads like an alien trying to explain human behavior to a robot. It's written by a woman named Marla Tabaka, who, based on her whole entire profile, is not a millennial, so you know right off the bat it's gonna be good. Now, I could make a whole video just on this subject, but one of the things that I think shapes millennial humor the most is the desire to be unmarketable to. Memes and trends change so quickly that brands and companies can't keep up, even if they're trying to be relatable, which I think is kind of great. But this article is determined to help you, a non-millennial, relate to those fellow kids at your workplace. Even the blurb at the top says, "It can be tough to catch on to millennial humor, but understanding it can help you improve productivity, teamwork, and health in your workplace. Here's how." Let's go ahead and learn how to relate to those kids. The millennial generation is mystifying. Right off the bat, they're like, we cannot help you at all. This poor lady, Marla Tabaka, was given this assignment to write this article, and she just starts off by being like, millennials are completely non-understandable, but here we go, let's give it a try. Amongst other things, they've grown up with new, globalizing technology that would undoubtedly create a much different culture than preceding generations. One important aspect of this culture that's been greatly influenced by this technology and social media is humor. What millennials find funny may leave the rest of us baffled and, frankly, confused. So far we are mystifying, baffling, and confusing, and we're not even a paragraph in. This article is not inspiring a lot of confidence in itself. While conventional humor, including puns, irony, wit, and slapstick, are still valid, yeah, those dang millennials better not be getting rid of that slapstick humor. Seriously though, the article could just end there. Like, we enjoy the same types of humor as you, so use those types of humor in the workplace. You don't need to try to be on our level. Old types of humor are still valid. We will just roll our eyes at your puns and it will be fine. But no, let's continue. New types of humor are gaining traction and popularity with this generation. Examples I've noticed are absurdity, universality, and self-deprecation. Social media platforms like Instagram and Tumblr are places you'll witness these types of humor. Their best. On Instagram, popular accounts such as @girlwithnojob, @thefatjewish, and @Jerry have numerous uploads that cover these categories. Let's see if you can relate to any of these. So we've laid out the three types of humor we're going to talk about, which are absurdity, universality, and self-deprecation. Type 1, absurdity. The absurd poses an unreasonable and illogical concept as a normative statement. For example, on @Jerry's Instagram account, there is a picture of a baby's fine-haired head next to a kiwi, with the caption, "Don't talk to me or my son ever again," implying that the kiwi is the baby's son. Okay, so here we have the first example of something that happens all the way through this article, and that is like a step-by-step breakdown of a meme where they never actually show us the meme itself. I don't know if this was like a copyright thing or what, but like, hearing a meme be described is just like vaguely unsettling, so this will continue to happen, but let's go ahead and move on. Well, we can all deduce that the kiwi is in fact not the spawn of the infant. Wait, what? Really? It's funny because they look so similar. Okay, now I get it. We move on to continue to explain memes. The absurd plays a large role in the concept of memes. A meme is an activity, concept, catchphrase, or piece of media that spreads from person to person on the internet, often as mimicry. It is usually a picture with 2 lines of text that are relatable. Oftentimes, the picture is used to communicate a feeling without explanation of what the picture means. The audience is just supposed to understand. When the text says something normal, but is juxtaposed with a ridiculous picture that has nothing to do with the text, The outcome is often comedic. I have to give a little bit of credit to Marla because honestly, like, trying to explain what a meme is really difficult, and she actually does a pretty good job here. The whole 2 lines of text thing is not true anymore, but this article was written in 2016, so I'll give her a little bit of a pass there. But that's all she gives us on absurdity, so we're gonna move on to type 2 now, I guess. Universality. This is the concept that people can relate to a picture or face and know exactly what the author is trying to convey. Memes play a huge role in this category of humor. This type of humor is especially popular with millennials because it creates a sense of community that transcends tangible relationships. Since online interactions play a huge role in their social lives, millennials enjoy easy ways to relate to people in their lives, or even with people that they will never personally meet. So this part is actually pretty true. Like, memes are designed to be basically a generational wide inside joke that you will not understand if you have not spent your life on the internet. But the fact that the author understands that and yet still continues to try to explain them is kind of missing the point. But that's also all we get for universality. So let's move on to humor type 3, self-deprecation. Although this may seem common and self-explanatory. Oh yeah, you know how baby boomers are always making self-deprecating jokes? The depths of self-deprecation are furthered with the introduction of memes and the type of message conveyed through a meme. Millennials have embraced self-deprecation as a great type of humor to have in a globalized society where people interact less in person because it adds an element of the ability to relate to the person with whom you are interacting. No, Marla, you prepositional phrase lover, millennials have embraced self-deprecation because we hate ourselves, and we enjoy making jokes about how much we all hate ourselves. One meme on @girlwithnojob's Instagram account is of Gollum from Lord of the Rings. The text reads, "When Bae asks for a pic at 2 a.m., but you already took your makeup off, and then you remember that one app you got," with a side-by-side comparison of regular Gollum and Gollum with winged eyeliner, mascara, and red lipstick. This one meme is a perfect combination of all 3 types of humor. It is absurd because you really don't look like Gollum, universal because most people can relate to the desire to always look put together, and self-deprecating because, again, it infers that you look like Gollum. I mean, I guess? I don't even know where to go with that, so we're just gonna move on. Okay, this is all well and good, but how does it relate to you directly? It doesn't. How can understanding the types of humor millennials enjoy make you money? It can't. How can it make your business grow? It won't. It is commonly held that humor in the workplace is the key to success. It improves productivity, social relations, and health. Laughing makes people happy, and happy people tend to do their jobs well and with enthusiasm. I love how the article like tries to make you, the employer, feel better about asking these like kind of crummy questions at the end, right? It makes your employees happier and healthier, and you want to make your employees happy and healthy because you're a good boss. But then halfway through it drops the illusion and it's like, well, even if you're not a good boss and you really don't care about your employees' health and well-being, remember, happy and healthy people make you more money. It increases perceived leadership skills. It doesn't matter to this person if they're actually a better leader, just that their employees perceive them as a good leader. It increases perceived leadership skills, credibility, and profit. A good sense of humor can get you far in the workplace. Yes, okay, but again, like, you already said at the beginning of the article that millennials also understand conventional humor, whatever that means. So, like, you could stick to your normal style of humor and it would be fine. The article is useless. Employing comedy when interacting with millennials can help solidify the connection you make. If you're having trouble relating to the young new worker in your office, please don't. Try cracking a joke or sharing a tasteful meme. I really wish that I could give the author credit for knowing what a tasteful meme is, but I am 100% sure that Marla means tasteful in the way that's like appropriate for work and not in the way that's like, hey, have some tasteful memes. I think that's fair to assume she has proven herself untrustworthy. If you can't seem to tap into the millennial market with your product or business, it's because your ads are inherently untrustworthy, and we want you to be more forthright about what it is that you are promoting and why you want us to buy it. That's the end of the sentence, right? No? No? Oh, okay. Incorporate humor. It gives you a perspective on what appeals to them and how their mind may work differently than yours. I love how much Marla dials it back at the very end. At the beginning she's like, millennials are complex and they are confusing and there is no way that we're ever gonna really understand them. At the very end she's like, I don't know, maybe they're different than us, maybe not. I honestly have no idea. Somebody's paying me to do this. Look to Instagram and other social media platforms for help. Making people laugh is one universal way to relate, no matter the age gap. Hey Marla, you wrote an entire article that promised to help me understand millennial humor, and now you're just like sending me to Instagram. That's how you're gonna end? That's it. That's the end of the article? Really, Marla? I have further questions. If humor is truly universally relatable, then why did I need this article, Marla? If you want to make people laugh, why not just use some ironic quips that are relatable to everyone, huh? Marla, why not do that? Got any more information for me, or that's it? You just gave me 3 types of humor that are pretty much universal types of humor, taught me what memes were, and then you're just gonna send me to Instagram. That's really it, Marla? Marla? Anyway, fellow kids, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's lots of good, and by good I mean absolutely atrocious articles about millennials out there, so if you enjoyed this video, comment below and tell me if you would like to see me review more of those. If you would like to see more of my videos, you can subscribe to my channel down there. You can ring the bell to get notifications. I made fun of the whole ring the bell thing, but I guess that's a normal thing now. I've been away for like a year. That's just become the new thing that we throw in the outro, so ring the bell, I guess. If you want to follow me on any social media, I've included my links to those things below. But that's all she gives us on Absurdity. Absurdity. That was so Chicagoan.